Okay, so you are thinking about moving to Rockwall, Texas, but you want to know everything that there is about Rockwall. In this video, we're going to talk about what it's like to eat, sleep, play, work, dine here in Rockwall, Texas, and we're going to give you one of the most complete vlog tours around the city. So we are starting out right now in the cute and historic downtown area. For Rockwall, this is the hub of activity all throughout the year. And as a matter of fact, Rockwall is known as the free music capital of North Texas. Now we are standing here in San Jacinto Plaza, and this is where during the spring and the summer months, they will hold free concerts. It usually starts around the first part of May and will go all the way through the summer, and they will have free music on Thursday nights, Fridays, and Saturdays. Now, we're also about to walk into the square area, and this is such a cute area where they have events all year long, and they have some of the best boutiques and restaurants here in Rockwall. Now, the cool thing about this is these are mom and pop owned shops. These are also mom and pop owned restaurants. And so this is going to not have your chain restaurants, but this is going to be a lot of the local gathering places. Let me see if I can make it across the street without getting run over. But yeah, this is going to have a lot of those gathering places that everybody loves to come to. Now, we are also right here at the historic courthouse. So let's talk about some of the things that happen and go on in this area. So in the historic downtown area, they have, like I said, the San Jacinto Music Series, and they will have free music concerts starting May 7th, actually. We also have our Founders Day Festival. Now that really does take place at Harry Meyers Park, which we will talk about a little bit later on in this video. We do a hometown Christmas festival where you actually get to go through and look at many of the homes here in the old Rockwall area where they have decorated them, and they are absolutely beautiful. We also have what we call Scare on the Square. So during the Halloween, they actually close the square off, and they will have activities for kids. They go from shop to shop. They will get to go trick-or-treating. It is a full day of activities for the kids. It is so much fun. In addition to all that, the Rockwall parades will come right through the downtown area. Now, as we walk around the downtown area, you can see all of the cute little boutiques and the little shops. This is just a fabulous area for, to hang out with friends, family, come down for some of the activities. I really just enjoy this beautiful weather that we have here in Rockwall, Texas. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're gonna head over to our next location. Rockwall has so many parks and green spaces. We've made it over to Harry Meyers Park, and this is the largest park that is within Rockwall. It is amazing. There's so many family-friendly events that are held out here. You've got fishing ponds. There are playgrounds, the Kids Zone playground, which is an amazing playground. They have fabulous dog parks. Matter of fact, that's where I take my two dogs when they need to get some of that energy out. They also have other playgrounds, like you can see right behind me, disc golf, walking trails, catch and release ponds. They also have gazebos that you can rent out and hold birthday parties. We've had client events out here. And then sometimes we'll just come out and walk the dogs around the ponds and around the lake. Now we're on the west side of the park, and we'll head over to the east side in a minute. They also have baseball fields where the kids will come out and they have baseball games, a community center, and they have the historic Rockwall Museum, which is located just on the other side of the pond. You know, Harry Meyers also has the biggest fireworks for 4th of July. And we've talked about this in our map videos before. You can come down here. You can watch the fireworks, and it is amazing. However, we choose to do it just a little bit further out so that way we don't have the traffic. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hop in the car and we're gonna drive around the park so you can see different areas of Harry Meyers Park. This is one of my favorite parks. Now, there's also Squabble Creek, which is in the north part of Rockwall, and they've got amazing biking trails. So if you love to go biking, I have a lot of friends that actually go up there and do the biking trails. I don't do that. You guys have seen how graceful I am. But we do like to come out here to Harry Meyers Park and just enjoy this beautiful scenery. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take you guys over to, they call it the lake. It's a huge pond, but we're going to go over there so you can take a look at that as well. Okay, so we have made it over to the east side of the park, and here they have additional gazebos. I love that they've got this little butterfly garden that we're going through right now. Now, obviously, it's winter, and so the plants and the flowers are not up yet, but in the springtime, this is absolutely beautiful, and it attracts so many butterflies. We also have gazebos that are going to be right here behind us. We've got the lake that we're walking up to, another playground as well, and maybe we'll see some kids fishing and doing some of the catch and release. I don't know, I don't think it's spring break yet. I think that's next week, so the kids actually should be in school. But let's take a look at this just beautiful park. You know, as we were walking around a little bit earlier, one of the things that we saw was a lot of people will come out and feed the ducks here at the lakes and the ponds. And they love it. You should see them just flock and swarm over. But we also have a fishing pier we're coming right up on. So the kids can actually go out and fish on the pier, or you can fish from the bank. And then right across on the other side of the lake is the disc golf. The sign that says, beware of flying disc. Yeah, I get it. So here we go. This is the absolutely gorgeous lake. Okay, so let's go ahead and head over to our next location so you can get a feel of what it's like to eat, sleep, drink, live here in Rockwall, Texas. So do you love golf? Do you want to live near the lake? Well, that's exactly what you get here at the shores. This is one of the most popular areas here in the Rockwall community. Now, part of that is because, yes, you are right here on the shores of Lake Ray Hubbard. You also have an 18-hole golf course with the country club, the Rockwall Golf and Athletic Club. This has been such a popular area. You know, most of the homes, though, have been built in the 90s, late 90s, early 2000, when they started developing this area out. And you can tell by some of the mature trees and the older style homes. But the really beautiful part about the shores is it is hilly. And, you know, they always talk about Texas being flat. But this portion of Rockwall is just so beautiful with the rolling hills all the way down to the lake. I absolutely love driving through here just because of how beautiful it is. Now, on a day like today, I can promise you, you are going to see a lot of people on the golf courses. Matter of fact, this is a golf course community. Now, there's a couple of them here in the Rockwall area. You've got Chandler's Landing, that is a gated community, and it sits right on the lake as well. And then you have another community that is really kind of cool because all of the homes that they have are Mediterranean style homes. So if you really like the Mediterranean style, you definitely would love that. But here at the shores, for example, the houses that we have right behind me, they are actually sitting on the golf course. So if you wanted to have that golf course living, the homes that are in front of us, they're going to have the lake views. This is just really a really neat area because you don't typically think in Texas you would have these rolling hills through the neighborhoods. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a drive around the neighborhood so you can see what it would be like living here in the shores. This is driving in the shores. Okay, so we have made it now over to one of Rockwall's premier luxury communities. We are at Saddle Star Estates. As a matter of fact, Money Magazine rated this as the 4th best place to live in the United States. I mean, that's pretty amazing, right here in Rockwall. Now, we're at the amenity center. We've got a dump truck right behind us where they have their play center, their play area. We've got the resort style pool. And this is another thing that I love that they've done. They're actually going to have community gardens right here at Saddle Star Estates. Now, it's conveniently located because we're right off of John King Boulevard, and it's easy to get into the downtown Rockwall area. It's easy to get to I-30. You know, homes out here are going to start in the 700,000s and really just go up to probably close to $1 million, a little bit over. But you get absolutely beautiful homes. They are on larger lots. There's so much green space here in this community. It is really top notch. Matter of fact, it's pretty much a boutique community. And I will tell you, I fell in love with this when I went in and toured some of the homes. Make sure you check out our video on Saddle Star Estates because we went through some of the spec homes and the model homes, and they were absolutely fabulous. So let's go ahead and we're going to take a drive around so you can see what it's like out here at Saddle Star Estates. Okay, so one of the questions that we get a lot about Rockwall is, well, where's the shopping? So we're currently on the I-30 corridor, and all of your big box shopping, so your Target, Walmart, Best Buy, Lowe's, Home Depot. All of that is going to be located really along the I-30 corridor right between Ridge Road and 205. So we're in one of the shopping malls or shopping strip centers right now, and you can see we've got Dick's Sporting Goods, there's Ulta, we've got Best Buy, and I'm very excited because right over here, it used to be a Staples, but we are now going to be getting a Barnes & Noble. You have JCPenney, Belk. So as you can see, we have got all of the major shopping that is available right here. I mean, you really don't have to leave Rockwall unless there is something really specific that you wanted. You know, if you wanted to go to a Dillard's or a Macy's, then yes, you would definitely have to leave the Rockwall area. Otherwise, you can do all of your shopping, your home goods. You've got Five Below. Now, we don't have Lululemon, but I'm sure that'll probably be coming around soon. You never know. We've got the Carnival Shoe Store, Soma, Chico's. So this is really kind of the hub of where all of the shopping is going to be, right along the I-30 corridor. Okay, so one of the other popular areas here in Rockwall, because you know, it is cool to be able to live by a lake. And, you know, Rockwall, surprisingly, as small as it is, we've got several lakes throughout the community. We're at Phelps Lake right now. And as you can see behind me, it is a really nice community lake. I'm going to turn it around so you can actually see the lake. Now, we've gotten a lot of rain the last couple of weeks. And normally some of the walking trails that they have here are actually underwater. But check it out. Here at Phelps Lake, you can bring your kayak, your paddleboard out and kayak or paddleboard along the lake. Now, we also will see a lot of people out here fishing, and a little bit further down, I know it's probably difficult to see, but they actually even have a fishing pier right on the lake. Now, we've come out here and gone fishing and got some great fish. Now, it is catch and release, but it is still a lot of fun. And I have some friends that actually live out here, and they would tell me about bringing their boys right down from their house, which is probably a 3-minute walk, down to the lake so they could go fishing. It's just a great family neighborhood. As a matter of fact, I am going to be walking right up to the houses so you can see actually how close this is. Let's go ahead and we're going to turn it around. Okay, I just walked up from the lake. You see how close it is? And that is why a lot of people actually like moving out to this neighborhood, because there are the lake activities that they can do with their kids. This neighborhood really was established in the early 2000s to late 2000s. They've got a little bit more modern style house, and you'll have a mixture of single story and 2-story. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to drive around the neighborhood so you can check out the style of homes that are here at Carruth Lakes. Okay, so we have finally made it down to the Harbor District, and I've got to tell you, this is one of our favorite places to hang out. You know, first of all, there's so much entertainment, dining, and events that happen down here at the harbor. You've got concerts by the Lake series that happens during the summer, and this is one of the favorite things that we love to do. They have cover bands that come in and play every week on Thursday. And typically what we will do is we will go grab the boat, bring it over, park it right here at the docks so we can hang out, listen to great music, go and have dinner if we want, and then also just walk around. You know, this is also where we come down on a Saturday morning and do our dog training support class, because there's just so many distractions for dogs. It's awesome. But let's take a walk around, because I want to show you why this is such a popular area. You've got several restaurants. You've got everything from Mexican, Italian, Cajun, barbecue. There's live music down here. You have salons, spas, shops, Cold Stone Creamery for ice cream on those hot Texas days. And it's just a lot of fun. Now, during the winter months, I'm actually walking through the fountain area, and I hope they don't turn the fountains on. I think it's a little too early in the season. But they actually, the Rockwall Chamber of Commerce does skate the lake. And this is when they bring in an ice skating rink. They'll put it right here. And so you can go ice skating during the holiday season. And it's typically around the 1st of December to New Year's, or, you know, a few days after that. But let's take a look at the lake, because this is why you move to Rockwall if you love that lake life living like we've talked about. You know, you will also see people that will come out here because there's walking trails all around the area. You've got the Hilton, so when you have guests that are going to come in and visit you, there's several hotels right here. We have Cinemark movie theater, so you can come down, catch a movie, go ahead out for dinner, drinks. And I'm just going to tell you, this really is part of the reason why I moved out here 17, 18 years ago. It was because it still offered all of the fun and the conveniences of being close to Dallas. I love being right here at the lake, being able to come out and hang out down here, and, you know, just, there's something peaceful. There's something about being right here on the water that is so peaceful. I remember when I was working in the Dallas area and I moved out here, driving across the lake was just amazing. You could feel the stress just leaving. Now, I don't know if I can really say that right now because of all the construction that's happening right on 30, but hopefully that's going to be resolved here once they get that finished. All right, I want to walk around and I'm going to show you some of the restaurants and some of the shops that are located here in the harbor area. Okay, so that's what it's like to eat, sleep, live, drink, and live here in Rockwall, Texas. Make sure that you go ahead and put a comment in the description below. And as always, you know, if you were thinking about moving to the Dallas area and Rockwall, Texas, if this looks like it's the place for you, make sure that you reach out. Give us a call, shoot us a text, because we would love to talk with you about what it's like living in this area. You know, I've been out here for 17, 18 years, and I absolutely love it. We want to find out what are some of the things that you like, but more importantly, what are some of the things that you don't like, because the worst thing that could happen is you end up in the wrong area of town, because Dallas is a big place. All right, so hopefully we will see you guys around the town.